Hello and welcome to what could be a very big episode of this Xpert 11 Road to Glory series. In the last part we beat AATB 4-1 away from home, and in this episode we were against bottom of the table Random Hearts, where other games could decide the fate of this team and whether we are promoted in this episode or not. So here's the scenario. 1 point separates the 4 teams below us. Red FC and AATB are on 14 points, while Roma United and Hurricane United are both on 13 each. We meanwhile are on 21 points, which is a massive gap, and that is why we have a chance of being able to get promoted after this game. For that to happen, we need to beat Random Hearts today and hope that only one of the 4 promotion chasing teams behind us win their games. It sounds complicated, but then you look at the fixture list and realise that Roma United and Red FC are playing each other. So if they draw, then we will be up if we beat Random Hearts. So it's actually quite simple in the end. If that doesn't happen, then it gets a bit more complicated. Whether we're promoted today or not is out of our hands. So therefore I've just decided to pick a team to go out and win the game, do our part of the bargain, and maybe develop these young players along the way. The team therefore that could be history makers are Aratani in goal, a back three of Gorga, Roddick and Santamaria, a midfield of Alonso, Canamasas, Kvyatkovsky, Mejia and Hargreaves, and a front two of McQuiston and Casado. I am slightly concerned about the development of Alonso, Casado and Mota, so at half time Sammy McQuiston will be subbed off for Celso Mota so that both him and Casado can get some valuable experience. Random Hearts' manager has written off this season and the next one in favour of accumulating a large budget so that he can overhaul his entire squad into something more competitive. Still, he needed to put a team out there to face me, so he's gone with this team. He's got Dylan Ben in goal, last time it was McCulloch, a back four of Logan, Butchell, Ellis and Holmshaw, a midfield of Foley, Pellock, Oxley and Anderson, and a front two of Huntington and Beckett. So, without further ado, let's go live to the Random Hearts arena for the match. Random Hearts are in the grey strip, while Knights of Cydonia are in the red strip. The captains are Franklin Anderson and Sammy McQuiston, and the referee is Dictator. What's the name for the referee? Anyway, the game gets underway now! And there's a free kick inside the first minute of this game. And the ball is lifted up for Sammy McQuiston, strikes with a half volley, and it's straight at Dylan Ben. Wow, there's a bright start so far, but unfortunately, oh wait, we have a chance here now. Leo Oxley has a dangerous back header, and he scores! An own goal by Random Hearts' Leo Oxley has given us a 1-0 lead. Wow! But the news from the Stadio Olimpico is bad, as Roma United take a 1-0 lead against Red FC, as Jeffrey Holmshaw goes into the book for elbowing for Random Hearts. As there's a chance for Knights of Cydonia here, Raymond Hargreaves with a lob header, scores! 2-0 Knights of Cydonia. Raymond Hargreaves from Sammy McQuiston's corner. It's looking like this will be a very easy victory for us, but here come Random Hearts with a chance. Huntington! And it's easily handled by Aratani. Huntington's lack of skill and experience showing through here. We've got another chance here for Knights of Cydonia. Mejia! And it's saved by Dylan Ben. 20 minutes in, we're 2-0 up. Meanwhile, Roma United take the lead, and Hurricane United have taken the lead against the league leaders Belfast City, as we have a free kick in a dangerous position here. Gavril Gorga to take it! Scores! Gavril Gorga's 8th goal of the season. Incredible, 8 goals for a defender in a 14-game season. And we have another chance here with Canamasas. And he scores too! 4-0 Knights of Cydonia. Sergio Canamasas from Gavril Gorga's cross. 4-0, but as I said, there's been a shock goal in the Hurricane United game as they are 1-0 up against Belfast City, and we have an injury here. Aquiles Santamaria has been slightly injured. Not ideal for development. We're going to have to train him after this game. We have another chance here. Casado! Game over. 5-0 to Knights of Cydonia. Juan Casado. And that means our development strategy of taking McQuiston off at half time is going to more than benefit us. End of the first half now. 5-0 Knights of Cydonia. 7 chances compared to Random Hearts as 1, and a large majority of possession. Second half gets underway, or as I'm going to call it, in the development half, as Celso Mota replaces Sammy McQuiston. We do absolutely nothing for this entire half while just focusing on other games. There's a card for random hearts here. Xpert has been yellow carded for dangerous play. Meanwhile, in the Hurricane United Belfast City game, Belfast City have clawed their way back into this game, and they stand a chance of winning it. And now Celso Mota has been yellow carded for dangerous play. And we look at the other scores, it's not going our way, we're not going to be promoted on this result. As you can see, we are now on 24 points, but Roma United are on 16. This isn't going to be enough. And to top it all off, Hurricane United are now leading 4 goals, and this is the end of the game now. And yet, we're going to have to wait for promotion, unfortunately. But 5-0 to us is a great result. So we're nearly there, guys. Let's just try and push over the line. Stats are exactly the same as they were in the first half, because literally nothing happened in this second half. So let's move on to the tactics. And all we did really that was good by the game was set a win bonus and set offside traps with Dictator in charge. Otherwise, nothing really spectacular to shout home about. It was an easy win against an easy opponent. Team of the week time, and it's a case of what might have been for Hurricane United if they'd been more active during the season, as they could have been in better contention for the 3rd promotion place at this point. The team of the week, regardless anyhow, is Tashidi for Roma United in goal, a back 4 of Zubia, Gosselton's Knights, Kulisic, Belfast City, Gorga, Knights of Cydonia, and Nobre, Hurricane United. The midfielders Kvyatkovsky, Knights of Cydonia, Barela, Hurricane United, Coelho, Hurricane United, and Sonster, Hurricane United. And the front 2 is Soderlin, Belfast City, and McQuiston, Knights of Cydonia. Not surprisingly, Hurricane United have a heavy presence in this team of the week after their shock victory over Belfast City. But we still managed to get 3 players in, and I managed to bag another manager of the round, so things are looking good for us. DV time, and I'm sure every manager would love to have these sort of figures towards the end of their season. But I have to say, some of these aren't ideal. For instance, I'm not convinced that Alonso, Casado and Mota are all going to hit 17 DV. As for Aratani, he may not hit 17 DV either, so we may need to buy a new young goalkeeper down the line. But I plan to do that once Bjarne Anerod retires, which should probably be at the end of next season. The priority for next season will be to buy a free kick taking defender as a long-term replacement for Gavril Gorga. At 34, he and McQuiston are probably going to retire next season, and if they don't, they'll probably lose skill over the coming seasons anyway, while the younger players grow in skill. If we have the money, I would also like to buy a new striker to be Celso Mota's Fox in the Box, a sort of like Michael Owen Emil Heskey type partnership, where you got your poacher and your hold-up man. In any case, the sooner we get rid of Quico Preciado the better, as he is a waste now. I haven't bothered training him as I don't feel 19-4s will be good enough for what we want to achieve with this club. Let's take a look at the standings. Belfast City's shock defeat to Hurricane United means we are actually now mathematically in with a chance of winning the division. Further back, Roma United and Hurricane United both move up to 16 points into 3rd and 4th after wins over Red FC and AATB, who dropped to 5th and 6th, but it is really close with there. Roma United have 16 points, 7th place Gosselton's Knights are on 13 points, just 3 points separates 3rd to 7th. Random Hearts are really cut adrift from the rest as they have only collected 3 points all season. And that's it for this episode. We are now just 1 point off winning promotion, so as long as we avoid defeat against Gosselton's Knights next week at Gozo, we should get promoted. However, there are a few complications here. We could try and win the division, however, I feel that the development of our players is much more important than a divisional medal at this stage, so long as we win promotion. So, against Gosselton's Knights, I'll be playing an entirely youth lineup, and if it goes badly, we'll just bring on the big guns and try and get the win out of the bag. Gosselton's Knights are in good form themselves, so defeat isn't entirely out of the question. Anyway, if you're too lazy to use the search bar and would like regular access to my videos, hit that subscribe button. In fact, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button anyway. If you would like to play Xpert 11 yourself, there's a link in the description below. I've been the A Person, and I'll be back next week for more Xpert 11. See you guys then!